Hey everyone, welcome back to San Diego Beer Vlog. I am going to review the last of the 3 beers that Fuller sent to me. Finally getting around to this. Went on vacation for a while, forgot it was in my fridge. So now we're going to take a look at the Fuller's Vintage Ale. This is the 2014 edition. This is an 8.5% beer. It's bottle conditioned. And they've been releasing this beer every year since, it looks like 1997. And it comes in the box with a little card describing all the previous year's beers. Every vintage is done a little differently. There's usually a malted barley used. Usually it's only one. In the past it's been like Optic Malt, Tipple Malt, Maris Otter, and they usually use up some different hops. This year's, or I shouldn't say this year's, 2014's edition used Goldings, Cascade, and Liberty hops. So I think this might have been the first time they're using American hops in this beer. Hopefully this box will behave. But now we have almost 4 years on this beer, so they say best before end of 2014, so they give 10-year lifespan on these beers, which, I mean, I'm sure it could go even beyond that, but let's check on it 4 years in. I got to pour it out. Not super clear, it is bottle conditioned, kind of deep amber, almost gets into red, but not quite. A little yellow tinged head to it. Still getting some hops, but mostly dominated by the malt and the house yeast character. Yeah, that house yeast, I pick it up in all the other previous beers, you can smell it. I always like to think of it as that kind of orange, marmalade-y, stone fruit character. It's got some like caramel notes in there. Like, well, it reminds me of a certain type of like caramel candy. Not quite like a Werther's Original, but maybe just the little blocks of caramel chews, that kind of thing going on. Hops, slight citrus, earthiness. Touch of spice. Yeah, it smells great. Can't smell any alcohol. Let's dig in. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's so good. So smooth. It's like a medium bodied beer. There's some sweetness in there, but it dries out enough in the finish, which is nice. Yeah, this is like, I don't know if I want to go into calling it a barley wine type of ale. It's yeah, I mean, not maybe what a modern barley wine would be, but just like a really just amplified version of a ESB, really. Yeah, there's this caramel, like cherry note in there. Yeah, and mixing it with those yeast esters, that orange marmalade, apricot-y kind of, stone fruit yeast character just works really well. In front of the palate's just that big malt sweetness. Hops come in the back end, dry it out. It's a relatively dry beer on the finish, because I think they are using actually probably quite a bit of hops in this beer. Get a little bit of like that citrusy note. That could be a yeast ester component too, coming through, some citrus going along with the hops, and then earthy, spicy finish. And it almost fools you with some age. The flavor in there almost makes it seem like there's an oak component to it. You almost get like a slight oakiness with all the combination of things going on. So that's pretty cool. So, man, I haven't had this beer in a couple of years, and these things age so well. So, yeah, pick up a couple bottles of each year, drink one fresh, or maybe like 3. That's kind of my go-to right now, is 3. Drink one fresh, drink another one in like a year, and then the third one just do an extended cellaring on it. Could be 3, 4, or 5 years, 10 years, however long you want to go. But yeah, great stuff. Thanks for Fuller for sending this to me. Until next time, cheers.